Thank you for tuning in as always. This is Brownie Smiles here again. With this is not a new topic. This is actually the same YouTuber about the same ass bitch. Different situation this time though. Today, this lovely person who is titled above or below, since the title's below my face. Posted a video today that just made me laugh so hard. Just some of the comments, so airheaded. And this is why a woman like me exists online, to respond to women who exist like her online. Now, a lot of her popularity as of recently has been revolving around her dating a man who she's supposedly pregnant by and who's already married to someone else, and who she had get cursed out by her daughter who's 17. And now she is living from hotel room to hotel room until she can get enough money from her online fan supporters to get to California, which supposedly, according to her, is going to be Saturday. But at this point, she's not even recording her face. So I'm going to assume that she is entirely homeless, hotelless probably too. And she's just looking for any random dick that'll let her stay there for a couple days. And that's really where she's at. There were different things flying around in the comment section that were about, her choices on men. And she kept talking about how her child's father, Dominique's dad, was such a great man and a great father to her child, but for some reason he wasn't ready to take the steps she wanted him to, which would have been marriage and whatever would follow suit. And because of his choices, that's why the situation between them didn't necessarily work out as far as a relationship. But his parenting skills is another story. Now, somehow, and she was 19 when she had her child, by the way. So somehow she managed to find such a great father for her child, or a man managed to find her before she found 50 other men afterwards, to be a father. And now she's in a different situation where it's almost entirely backwards, as I explained before with the married man situation. She's a lot older now, reaching her 40s. And she is not somebody who has, been in the business world. She was in a profession of taking her clothes off, is what I'm saying. So it's not like she's unfamiliar with certain groups of men, regardless of race. This is more so to do with mentality. So coming across swingers or even pedophiles, any weird fetishes or sexual frustrations, these things weren't uncommon to her since she was in the profession where that's something that's quite prominent, and she probably is paid to encourage. And what's even funnier is, because she was 19 when she had her child, and again, her daughter is 17 now, and she's already training her daughter to be in the mindset to treat men as disposable objects, basically. You only pull a man to have the kid, because like she said about her second baby daddy, that he was a great man to have a baby by. She wasn't sure about marriage, but he was good to have a baby with? What does that mean? If anybody says some shit like that to any, at least my man, that he is not suitable as a husband, but he is suitable for sperm use, It sounds very disrespectful. And it sounds even selfish that the woman's only purpose for the man, it's not even so he can be in the house, because you can fuck a bitch and you don't even enter the home and she's already pregnant and she's content with that because she never really wanted a man. She just wanted the money, the baby, to hold over your head. It's almost like fun for her for the next 18 years to terrorize you. And I was saying a lot under the comments because she has a really bad habit of controlling the narrative. And that means if she is not interested in speaking or answering a question or a topic, she will try and veer away to talk about something else. Or to simply not talk about it at all, pretend she didn't hear you. Just the basic black bitch shit. Just completely irregardless. Exactly. And bottom line, her daughter is aging, and yeah, you're completely right. This motherfucker is ridiculous. Her daughter is this age. She's already influencing her to have a certain mindset. She believes that being dependent is, having food stamps or living on your own. But her way of living on her own is living in a hotel room or off of other people, or trying to get funds through strangers through fucking YouTube or whatever other site. Like, how do you have all these businesses that are supposedly thriving and all these clients that are happy with your service, but you're still asking for donations? That doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. And she thinks that being online and boasting up about her daughter's current situation with her having her, she's like, she makes money and she's going to school and she's doing this and she's doing that. Oh, so she's in the rat race. So she's hustling and bustling every single day, commuting from city to city to get to work and to get to school. And she's thinking that she's really, really succeeding when all she's doing is running around in a fucking circle every damn day. It's not going to work. We've all done the fucking rat chase. It does not work. You get fucking tired and the shit it's just not interesting anymore. It's no end goal. There is no end succeeding. You're not climbing up the economic ladder. You're not getting any raise. Nothing is really changing. All that's really happening is that you're wasting your time. And with her and her daughter, I already said this. History is going to repeat itself with her daughter. She's already training her to be the kind of person to not necessarily be that interested in men who actually may be of a quality that's higher than the men that SONCERAE normally chooses. And some of the men actually were interviewed on other people's shows. And I have to say, it's not the men. It's actually her. Some of these men have a really great head on their shoulders, but they put the wrong legs on their shoulders, okay? Being her. It's ridiculous that men now that have fucked with her in the past have to now worry when they walk out of the door, or if they try to become interested in the woman, if she already knows him from her and what she said online about him, even if it's false. And that's really fucked up, that men have to go through this, whether it's online or in person. Yeah, hi. Here's 10 smiles saying hi. You say hi. 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 Eating pizza early in the morning. His 5 little babies must be off. But still, like I said, these women are creating more women, by the way, since they're having kids. Sometimes they're creating faggots too. She even tried to put an argument along with one of her other feminist followers to imply that we already know, statistically speaking, and even from observation, that sometimes when sons are raised in single mother households and the bitch really is not that interested or too fond of the baby daddy, sometimes the sons do grow up to be gay or uninterested in black women, or simply are not following the normal social construct that everyone else is. And that has a lot to do with the influence that their mother was putting on them. A whole lot. The choices that they make with people, the way they go about things all together, the way they get frustrated, what they're getting frustrated about, just different things. And even though the man still has a penis physically, he's mentally castrated. And women don't understand that because it's never explained that way. Especially black women who are really in the profession of doing this shit, and they do not realize it. That this is what they're doing to their sons, and they're setting their daughters up for the same bullshit when it comes their time. Her daughter is not going to ever have a good man if she listens to her mom. Her daughter is never going to keep a man if she continues to listen to her mom. Her daughter is not going to be happy with how many miles she's going to work up along the years, because her mother is never going to discourage her from having sex with multiple people, because her mama was fucking hella niggas when she was that age. And if you ask her that kind of shit, what were you doing when you were your daughter's age? Since we already know that you were pregnant 2 years after the fact, since her daughter's 17 now, and she was 19 when she had her, making her 36, 4 years away, once again, almost 40. It makes you question, who is really to blame here? She already made the choices when she was young to fuck up. She already made the choice. She wants to say, that, oh, it was a great man, and he's a great dad. I can't complain about him. But no one is going to sit there and say, even considering her predicament today, that they wanted to be a mom at 19 years old, that they wanted to be at home with the baby while their friends are still either at school or partying or doing whatever. Which is why in her mid-years, if you can look at my other videos about her, some of the thumbnails show that she has a history of engaging in the hoe shit. She was a hoe for some time. And it was not in her younger years. It was in her older years. So she was not, it's not like she was unaware of the bullshit that is going on. And for her today to try and make it seem like she's completely unaware of her situation with her baby daddy in question, since she's claiming she's pregnant, but she still is refusing to go and do any medical visits. She's refusing to show any pregnancy tests, but she's trying to push that she's pregnant to the people to get sympathy and to get them mad at the man, although he didn't do anything wrong besides insert his dick into the wrong bitch. That's all I can really say as far as where he fucked up. He fucked up really bad when he fucked the wrong woman. To make a long story short, that's where he fucked up. And that's where a lot of other men fucked up. And I'm pretty sure this is not the first time that she has had a man put on a pedestal, this kind of pedestal, with the intent to degrade his ass. She keeps saying that she's pro-life and whatever. But even her argument today about the history of welfare and even the purpose of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, all this shit. I am somebody who is well rehearsed on the history of Planned Parenthood and the bitch who made it, okay? It's no secret. It is no confusion on my end about the sole intent of Planned Parenthood and the people around her who were engaging in this shit, the development of the fucking medical world, the field, all of this shit. But she said it loud and clear, that yes, Margaret was racist, but it's not like she wasn't helping the black community with these abortion clinics. I mean, I would wonder if, because she's not aware again, even just simply thinking, not even about Planned Parenthood or abortion or any of that, just the development of surgical tools for a woman. How do you think America came about that development? Who do you think that they were practicing on to get to the point that they're at now? How many slaves do you think they sterilized before they got that scalpel right? Before they got that abortion procedure right? Before they got the birth control shit right? How many IUDs do you think punctured pelvises and caused internal bleeding and sudden death and convulsions? But the studies continue to go. She then tried to argue that there were black people who were also working with her at the time. So if we want to get mad at her, that we should also get mad at them, not considering anything that was going on at the time. Because again, she clearly has some historical parts missing in there, and she clearly has just some general parts missing up there. So it's very annoying at times to try and help somebody like her out understand even basic knowledge, and help her also understand that saying things like Margaret was not actually trying to kill off the black race, that she did not create Planned Parenthood for the intention of doing just that. They were not trying to give out pamphlets and shit to black women about health of your body. They're telling you, do you not want to have another baby by your man? Come here, we can help you out. Do you want us to taint your body to where now it can't reproduce anymore? Do you want us to hurt your body to where it can never reproduce again? Can we now see your child, since we offer services for children, to see how early on we can hurt your baby? Planned Parenthood. Women like her think that they have it together, that they know enough to where no one can say anything, to where their narrative is so clean cut that if anyone questions it, it's just unimaginable. Even if you try to question it on her own page, she will block you for asking a question, because she knows it'll make her look bad if she answers it honestly. Black people need to stop carrying themselves like her. Black women, I'm a black woman. I don't carry myself like that. I choose to carry myself differently. If you think that what she does online isn't drama, but what someone like Tommy Sotomayor does is drama, then you're fucking crazy. Her entire popularity right now is based off of her getting pregnant by a married man. How is that not drama? She is trying to get money from people online by saying that she's pregnant, destitute, and trying to get to California. If you're a businesswoman, why are you begging for anything? You might block the wrong person one of these days who may not mind giving you hella money because you don't like what the fuck they said. She can go on somebody's video and talk hella shit, but will get sensitive if someone even questions her motives for her channel. She's came on here hella times talking shit. And the thing is, I don't mind. I welcome it. So much to where it's my thumbnails for videos about you. And the thing is, I'm already in California. I didn't need funding to get here. I was born here, bitch. So, when you sit on enough dicks to get out here, let me know. She's already that kind of woman that no man should ever want to have children by. But unfortunately, it's very hard for some men to bypass her face, to actually evaluate her as a person and her body as used. She's not somebody that is unfamiliar to the abortion clinic. She is not somebody unfamiliar to shuffling dicks around. And she's teaching her daughter that. She's not somebody who's unfamiliar with getting mad at a man because they got tired of her bullshit. So then she goes online and tries to put all his shit out on Front Street. She's this kind of person. She's the kind of person who wants to fully control the narrative, even if she visits someone else's channel. What she does not want to do is answer the questions that she knows she lied about. Because once she does that, it starts to take away from the fake ass trust she has already tried to build with her little followers that do respond to her. A lot of people subscribe to her simply because they saw her on Tommy's page or on other people's page talking about how low quality of a bitch she is. So I guess people tried to be nice and simply subscribe to see what kind of content she actually gives, which is still nothing again. She will sit there and ramble all fucking day about nothing and believe that she really just told you something with all her heart. I can sit here all day and ramble too. But when you walk away from this shit, you will have some sort of content. You will have something to simply think about when you fucking stop listening to me. It's not going to just be rambling. It's not going to just be me staring at a camera speaking to you. It's not going to be that. When black women get online, they're still trying to follow girl code. They're still trying to degrade niggas. They're still trying to share this stupid ass message around the fucking internet as if we didn't already know in person. This shit is ridiculous. And this is exactly why I made a video that still isn't posted yet, but it will go up, about me saying that black women should be thanking niggas like Tommy Sotomayor. Because bitches like her and other women who are already celebrities and famous and make millions off of degrading men, even black men in particular, we need people like that to call hoes like her out. We need to acknowledge that bitches like her are wrong. We don't have to have women like her always controlling shit because she got a big ass mouth. I don't give a fuck that she's a woman. She wants to fucking equate herself to a man. Okay, then do that. But while you're doing that, you got to understand what comes with the fucking territory. You can't back out now. And that's what she does. This is a fucking slut. A slut. A slut. And she's encouraging her daughter to become one too. And anyone else who wants to believe in her dreams of coming to Cali is ridiculous. And I really wish that more black women and men also who follow her, because I see that shit too. It's hella soft ass niggas who follow her. And I'm really irritated about that shit. I have no clue how people can become so successful. Again, it can't get past this bitch's face. Like, they hear the story, they hear what she's doing on her end, and what the men aren't actually doing. It's really her. They still persist on it, but you can do better, you can do better. Fuck that bitch. Flick her ass to the curb and move the fuck on. There's bitches already doing better than her that are not engaging in this kind of whole shit, that are willing to put in the fucking work to do things like keep their household and family together and do things like have a husband before they have a baby and not think of men as simply a sperm bank or a wallet. There's women like that who exist. And those women normally do have a ring on their finger too. Unlike her. So men really need to stop persisting on trying to get these bitches with a ring on their finger. It's fucking ridiculous. These are thoughts. They don't want to keep you. Look at her. She can't even keep herself under the same roof. So what makes you think that she wants to keep the same man past 2 or 3 months? She's getting old. That pussy is getting dry. There's things that she cannot do anymore that her daughter is just now getting ready to start. So not only is she running out of time, her daughter's clock just started ticking. Black bitches don't like that shit either. So I'm letting her daughter Dominique know now. If you do have a man, or when you do get a man that you plan to keep him far away from your mama and don't even let her know about his ass. Because the second she finds out about him, she's going to find something else to get his ass out of your life. But guess what? The blame is going to be on him. One way or another. If you won't be able to pick up on that shit, you never will. She's not going to help you. The only help you can get from a bitch like that is silence. If you get anything more from them, it's going to be nothing but trouble. Nothing. Nothing. She has been sitting on her page for a good ass, I don't know, hour, explaining herself to people. And anytime anybody, again, goes against what she's saying, she's really quick to block you. Really quick. She don't give a fuck. To keep her narrative controlled. And I don't think she actually understands what narrative means, because even when she would explain herself, as far as saying that she was not trying to control the narrative, that she was simply trying to maintain respect on her channel, but if she wants to be disrespectful, she can. But if anyone wants to say anything outside of what she likes or wants to have said, then you're going to get removed. That sounds really controlling. Really controlling. I don't mind having a topic on here about anything. So I know that the people are going to have a certain reaction to it and people are going to disagree. And everyone enters in with different mindsets and even different phases of the thought process as far as the topic I'm discussing. So I'm not going to jump down your throat or block you or do any of this shit. I don't even really care to do all of that. This is an online website, so getting particular in that way doesn't become serious for me right now, since the person I am discussing already is just a low quality bitch anyway. So why would I put that much work into it? It's nothing. I'm already in Cali. She's trying to get here. She has been trying to be a fucking YouTuber for how long now? I've been on here for way less time than her, and I'm already developing a bigger following than she is. She tries to get her legs popped open to get followings. I'm talking about politics to get followings. Something relevant, important, actually matters to the black community. This dumb bitch, all she can manage to talk about is being Hello? Still alive.